Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by to hang out with me today. It is March the 12th at 1:23 Mountain Time here in the United States. We are going to be doing messages and messages for each sign, and then followed by Reiki, and then free for all questions or card of the day after that. Okay, so let's start off with Aries for the 13th, Tuesday, the 13th of March. What do I have coming in for you, Aries people? Hey, 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 Ricky, glad to see you, my dear. So, Aries, I feel like there's some kind of situation in your life where you're trying to make sure that you have everything covered and organized and put together well, exactly the way you like it. But there seems to be one problem that keeps happening with that particular area, and one thing that just consistently shows up. And I think that you're going to be working on how you can get that problem area handled and taken care of so that it doesn't continue to sabotage you in your project or knock you off of your horse as you're moving forward with whatever this is that you're wanting to be completely organized and have all your ducks in a row about and have going well. So that's for Aries. Kelsey Rice, hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. For everyone else who has not said hi, glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Make yourselves at home. Taurus, let's see about you guys. For the 13th, Taurus. Taurus, I feel like there's a lot of excitement around you on the 13th, as in a lot of excitement in your own aura in you. There's something that you're very excited about. You want to move forward with it. And I feel like you know exactly how you would like to move forward with it, but you don't quite have um, everything that you need to move it forward. For some of you, you're going to need the permission of other people to move whatever this is forward. For others of you, it's going to be finances. For others of you, it's going to be particular resources. For others of you, it's going to be time. And so I feel like because you do want to move this forward and you know exactly how you want to do it, I think that there's a lot of restlessness here as you're figuring out, okay, how can I make this happen on Tuesday, Taurus? Sunshine Taylor, hey, hey, glad to see you in the room, my dear. I'm fantastic. How are you? LaShawn Treese, hey, hey, well, glad to see you as well. It has been a while. Glad you're here. Gemma Croft Baker, hello, hello. Glad to see you, my dear. Glad you all are here. Thank you for being here. Let's look at Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Geminis, what I'm picking up is that you guys are feeling a little bit overwhelmed on Tuesday. It's like there's clutter that's piling up in your life. For some of you, this is going to be clutter like in your living room or your home. Or for others of you, though, this is going to be more about the clutter of having so many people that come to you for help that you don't feel like you have time to, do any kind of self-care. So clutter piling up, making you feel overwhelmed. Gemini, you get to decide what to do about that. Isn't free will a lovely thing? Those of you who are here, if you have not already, always the more the merrier. That's what I say. I do appreciate it. Alrighty, so let's see. Cancer. My nose is itching like crazy. Goodness. Cancer. Let's see what's coming in for you guys on the 13th. Cancer, I'm hearing take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Don't stress out, Cancer. It's going to be a real, Tuesday's going to be a day when you're really tempted to stress out about everything that you've got going on in your life or everything that you are trying to keep going on in your life. And so Spirit is just saying, don't stress out, just relax, let things fall into place the way they need to fall into place without giving yourself a heart attack or without your head blown right off the top of your neck or something just because you're so stressed out. Thank you for sharing, Ricky. Jenna Tucarella, hello, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're here again. Lorraine Southwick, hey, hey, hey. All is well, all is well. Thank you, Lorraine. Glad you're here. Romy Bach, hello, hello. Glad to see you, my dear. Let's move on to Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, the 13th feels like a day of new beginnings for you. I think for a lot of you, this is going to be more in your personal life than in your business life. So new types of relationships or new relationships, new friendships, new romantic relationships, new, could even be bringing in a new baby into the family, new niece or nephew, son or daughter, grandson or grandbaby, granddaughter. You guys get the picture. Anyway, some kind of new beginning in relationships or in your personal life for sure, Leos, on the 13th. Virgo. Virgo for the 13th. There's Tamra. Hey, hey. Glad to see you here, my dear. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, I think that on the 13th, you are going to be searching for information. This feels like maybe somebody has said something to you that you found intriguing or that you think may be helpful, but you want to understand more about whatever it is they're telling you about. And so you may be Googling this or, doing other kinds of research, asking other friends who might know something about this type of thing. So this could be anything from maybe somebody has told you about this really super wonderful psychic named Amista Bennett, and then you're Googling her to find out what she's really all about. Maybe not, since y'all know about me, right? But maybe there's some kind of medical thing that you could do, maybe some kind of homeopathic remedy for something that you have going on, and you're Googling to find out, is this for real or is this just, just a wives' tale, that type of thing. That's what it feels like to me. For some of you, this could be looking for information on your significant other's phone, that type of detective type work. But I'm really not feeling that's the majority. Most of you, this is research around something that nobody's hiding information from you. It's just something that you haven't really looked into before. So that's Virgo. Tina Miller, hello, hello. Glad you're here, my dear. John Paul, glad to see you again, honey. You and your friend are watching right now. Awesome. Thank you. Deepan Thapa. What's your friend's first name, John Paul? Glad to see you here, Deepan. Okay, Libra. Let's look at you guys for the 13th. That's funny, Lorraine. I guess it'll drive you mad enough to do something about it tomorrow or sooner. Libra, Libra for the 13th. Libra, Libra for the 13th. Libra, I think you have some kind of financial tasks that need to be taken care of on the 13th. You're really looking at getting finances in line. Maybe you're looking at doing your taxes. If you're here in the US, this is tax season. I don't know about tax season in other places. You may be gathering information, getting ready to go to an accountant for some other reason. Excuse me. I should have hit. I got the mute that time. I apologize for those of you. I apologize that I sneezed right in your ear the first time. Anyway, let me get back to Libra. That's an interruption. Okay, so Libras, you guys are working on some kind of financial task, putting some financial information together, and you may be suddenly and abruptly interrupted as you're doing it, actually. Kim, cool, cool. We've already done Cancer, so you'll have to scroll back for her to see that. Deepan Thapa, we're not at the question point yet. You'll have to wait until after we do Reiki to ask those types of questions. And I won't need your birthday or your birth time because I'm not an astrologer. I'm a tarot reader / energy reader. Of Swords, hello, hello, welcome. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, LaShawn. You guys bless y'all's ears. That's what needs blessing after that. Okay, Scorpio, let's look at you guys for the 13th. Let's look at us guys, I should say. For the 13th, I think we're going to be living life to the fullest, taking advantage of all the potential right in front of us, Scorpios. So that means if we are working, we're going to be working to the best of our abilities. If we are playing, we're going to be playing to the best of our abilities, aka hiking, ATVing, fishing, whatever else people do for playing. If we're partying, we're going to be partying to the best of our abilities. Whatever it is that we're doing, Scorpio, on the 13th, we are going to be pedal to the metal on it. You know, we're going to be full force with whatever it is that we're doing. Thank you on the bless yous. And Scorpios, I do sense a lot of rejuvenation, that we're doing some rejuvenation for ourselves too. So doing rejuvenation full force. Sagittarius, let's look at you guys for the 13th. Sagittarius, I do feel like on the 13th, you may have some kind of surprise opportunity that comes up for you out of the blue. And it may not seem like too much of an opportunity when it first presents itself, but actually, even though it's not great as far as for immediate income or any kind of thing that you would bring home from this, I do feel like it's a really good networking opportunity. So whatever kind of surprise comes up for you on the 13th, that ends up not actually having that great of results, I don't want you to be too discouraged, because sometimes when we've got some good networking things going on, we get some results that are later on that we weren't necessarily expecting. So don't worry about it. Just count it as a good opportunity and roll with it. Those of you who are here, if you don't mind, please share. We've got 3 more signs and then we're going to do Reiki. It's always better if people can be here while I'm broadcasting when I'm doing Reiki in case they have questions. So sharing now is a good time. Capricorn. Capricorn. What do we have on the 13th? Capricorn, I feel like you are going to be receiving a lot of attention on the 13th from other people, and this is going to be attention in a good way. This is going to be people who are appreciating you on the 13th, Capricorn. New Age, Spiritual Awakening New Age. Thank you for saying hello. I love it when people come in and say hi. That's fantastic. It's not actually time to do questions yet. That'll be after Reiki. La-da-da. Aquarius. What do I have showing up for you guys? Aquarius, I think on the 13th, there may be something going on where you are finding out about somebody or something in some way to make yourself feel more secure. So, like, say that you're renting out a property. This could be you doing a background check on somebody who has applied for, to live in that property to make yourself feel more secure. So, doing research to make yourself feel more secure in that way. It could be that if you're thinking about investing in something, you may be doing research to make sure that that investment's a really secure investment, but finding out some kind of information to make sure that things are secure for yourself, Aquarius. Pisces. Pisces on the 13th. What do I have going on for you guys? Pisces, it feels to me like a lot of you are finding yourself on the 13th bound in I shouldn't say bound, caught in a toxic cycle. All right. When I say a toxic cycle, we're talking about in regards to a relationship to somebody in your life, maybe more than one somebody's. Sometimes we have toxic cycles with people like bosses. Sometimes they're with people that are of romantic interest to us. But I feel like it's really becoming apparent to you that this is a toxic cycle that is not working for you on the 13th, and you are starting to make plans, Pisces, for how do I keep from getting sucked into this cycle every time it comes around? How do I walk away from the cycle, basically? Okay, so that's what I've got coming in for you, Pisces, on the 13th. All right, that's all of our signs. Let's do 5 minutes of Reiki. I am setting the intention on the Reiki to be of most benefit to each of you as individuals in whatever way that would be of most benefit to you. And then if you have something more specific that you would like to focus the Reiki towards, all you have to do is adjust that intention. And then those of you who are watching after the fact, please know all you have to do is set the intention to receive the Reiki, and you can get just as much benefit from this Reiki as those who are here right now. So let's just get started. Just in time for Reiki, you are, Miss Anna Minton. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're glad you're here. I think I want to adjust my camera. It seems like I'm way low in it. Whoops, wrong way. That's better. Feeling it on your right foot. Feet have to do with finding our direction. I'm not sure what the right or the left one specifically means, but finding our sense of person or purpose or finding our direction. So you've got some energy shifting around there. Anna Lopez. Yep, just in time for the Reiki for you as well. Glad to see you here, my dear. So many wonderful, fantastic people in the room soaking up some energy. Somebody's soaking up some, like within the last few seconds, somebody came in and just started soaking it right in. Especially it feels like on the left side of the body, especially the arm. Oh, you know what? We started at 40 after. We might have started at 39 after. We're going to go to 45 after the hour anyway, because I just now looked at the clock. So this is a fantastic time to talk about Reiki. Tiffany Jones, hello, hello. Hey, well, you're just in time for Reiki. We've got about 4 more minutes left. So for those of you who don't know, if there are any of you who don't know, if you would like to schedule a reading or schedule a Reiki with me, all you have to do is check out my website to get my contact information. It's all there, my phone number, my Skype number, my email. I recommend calling, texting, or Skyping over email, though I can be very slow on emails, honestly. You're quite welcome, Romy. Samantha Green, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room. You're just in time for 3 more minutes of Reiki. Tammy Bambe, hello, hello. Glad you're here, my dear. I also do have a local Reiki class beginning, so if any of you happen to be in the Golden, Colorado area and you want to take Reiki level 1, let me know. Two more minutes. Hello, KK. Hey, been a while since I've seen you, honey. Glad to have you back in the room. We've got about 2 more minutes to go on Reiki. Can do whichever one you want, either a card of the day or a question, and that'll be finished. Oh, excuse me. 1 more minute. I am very calm for this Reiki. I hope I don't fall asleep before this last minute's over. I don't know about you guys. All right, 45 after the hour. Let me finish up the Reiki. Okay, guys, let's open up the floor. Free for all questions or card of the day. Pick one or the other. I will not do both. One or the other. LaShawn is Omar a good person for me? I think you could ask that a little bit better. But let's see what the cards have to say with that wide open question. Is Omar a good person for LaShawn to be a pen pal with? Is Omar a good person for LaShawn to be a neighbor to? Is Omar a good person for LaShawn to get romantically involved with? Is Omar a good person for LaShawn to pay child support to? Is Omar a good person for LaShawn Trice? Let's see what Spirit has to say. Yes, we all know I'm a smart butt. I don't try to hide that. Okay, so when it comes to Omar for LaShawn, what we have right here, he's definitely a communicator. Lots of information going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Lots of communication going on. This guy, we've got a 10 of clubs in reverse. Actually, I want to clarify that. Okay. So it looks like this Omar guy has just come off of some kind of relationship with some mild responsibilities. So we're not talking about marriage or cohabitation or anything like that. And the other thing that comes up is he's not really looking to pick up any new responsibilities. So for me, with the 10 of clubs, if it had come in upright, which it did not, it came in reverse. 10 of clubs can talk about taking a relationship to the next level, becoming responsible to the other person. In other words, like accountable, like, okay, babe, I'm going to be out right now. So, you know, if you ring my phone and I don't answer, it's because I'm doing such and such, that type of thing. When you've got the 10 of wands in reverse, this person does not want to step up the relationship. They just want to keep things casual and loose and fun. 10 of cups in reverse tells me that this probably is not exactly what you're looking for, because that's not making you very happy. Knight of coins in reverse is telling me that this is not progressing towards any particular thing, which is, it's really kind of in addition to this 10 of clubs in reverse, which says this guy doesn't want anything serious. Knight of coins, he's not progressing. He does not want to put any energy in towards anything serious here. Wheel of fortune. If you want a good time, sure, choose Omar. If you want something long term, maybe not, because this wheel is changing all the time. The Wheel of Fortune is changing all the time. So whatever happens with this Omar guy, it's temporary. Okay? That's what that Wheel of Fortune is telling me this time. There are other times that I would interpret it other ways, but given the cards that came up prior to that, those are going to add to the context. So that's why I'm telling you, this guy, he's, you know, if you want a good time, yeah, he's good for you. If you're hoping for anything long term, no, kick his butt out the door. Okay, so that's your question, my dear. Tammy Bambi Middleton needs a COD. For a good time, call Omar. Tammy Bambi Middleton. COD. La da 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 da. Tammy Bambi. Tammy Bambi. You got the Five of Cups in reverse, honey bunny. This just tells me that there's something that you are forgiving or letting go, some kind of hurt or injury from the past, that you're just letting it be water under the bridge. You're not going to continue to hold a grudge on that. That's what I've got for you, Miss Tammy Bambi. Anna M. Lopez wants a COD, please and thanks. Let's see what comes up for Anna M. Lopez. La da da da. Here we go, Anna Lopez. Anna Lopez, you've got the pole star. This just tells me that right now you're feeling a little bit disoriented about what it is you actually want to get accomplished. Feeling a little bit thrown off your game. Hope that makes sense for you. Kelsey Rice, will the Gemini I'm thinking about communicate with me? Kelsey Rice, will the Gemini that Kelsey Rice is thinking about communicate with her? Usually I like to have things be a little bit more specific, like a certain time frame. So let's look at the next 3 months. Will the Gemini that Kelsey Rice is thinking about communicate with her within the next 3 months? All right, so first of all, the Gemini that you're thinking of, Miss Kelsey, has lots of great ideas about how to move things forward with you. We do have the Six of Cups showing up in reverse. This is telling me that this person is coming back into your life, definitely going to be communicating with you within the next 3 months. When the Six of Cups is in reverse, this is telling me you have some bad memories with this person. You might have had a fight with them. Something happened that was not so pretty. It was ugly, okay? So when this person shows back up, they're showing back up. That says something, right? Not exactly sure what it says doesn't get back with you, but here's what I see you doing. I see you forgiving, letting go, Five of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Princess of Cups. Oh, honey, I still love you even though you were a butthole. And then we have the Fool. New beginning. New beginning. So not only will this person be communicating you within the next 3 months, by the time 3 months have gone by, you guys will have begun anew again with your relationship. All right. So that's you, Ms. Kelsey Rice. I hope that helps you. Helps you. Jenny Tucarella would like a COD. Jenny, we're going to do a Lenormand message for you today. Jenny Tucarella, COD. Okay, honey, here's your house card. It is the Mountain. And we have the cover card. This is the Fox. Neither one of these are my favorite cards as individual cards. Let's see how they come up together. Actually, it kind of makes sense. So the Mountain talks about obstacles or things that are in our way from getting things accomplished. The Fox talks about something that can be an illusion, lies, deceit on the darker side of it, or just trickery, like somebody who likes to play practical jokes on the lighter side of it. But what I'm feeling like is there's somebody that you really can't figure out what their real deal is. And that's kind of an obstacle that's holding you up. Like you would like to know where you actually stand with this person so you can figure out what you want to do about how you interact with them. But because it's hard to read them, it's hard for you to know exactly how to take them and what you want to do with them in your life. I hope that makes sense for you, honey. So that was for Jeanne Jeanne. Now we're going to do a card for Romy Bach. All right, Ms. Romy, what do we have coming up for you? Excuse me. 5 of coins, my dear. This is tightening up the belt. This is that the budget is not exactly what you would like it to be, so you're, crimping corners and pinching pennies. Ricky Jorgensen wants a COD. We're going to do my lavender deck for you today, Ricky. We normally do Lenormand, but lavender is up for you. Okay, so this is Ricky's card. All right, you've got a good card. You've got the 3 of Swords in reverse. 3 of Swords in reverse just means that there was some kind of heartache that was bumming you out that is now being healed up. This can be something as simple as one of your kids saying something really retarded like, I hate you, mommy, just because you won't give them Jell-O right then or something. And then they could come back and say, yeah, I didn't mean that, But basically, it's some kind of heartache that you're healing up from right now, my dear. Yay. Lorraine Southwick is up next. COD for Miss Lorraine. Gosh, I really need to replace this deck. COD, COD. I like it. 4 of Stones. This just tells me that you're in a very sheltered position right now. There's something going on where you are protected in some way. Sometimes this can be financial. Sometimes this can be about personal things too, that maybe somebody is looking out for you if somebody else is gunning for you or something. But anyway, feeling sheltered and protected. That's for Ms. Lorraine. Let's see who's next here. Anna Minton would like a COD. I'm glad I had you laughing earlier, LaShawn. Anna Minton. Card of the day. Ooh. 3 of Wands. Either you're traveling or you're planning travel today. Probably planning travel is what I'm thinking. Not everybody reads the 3 of Wands like I do. So don't be too surprised. There are actually a lot of cards not everybody reads like I do. Anyway, planning some kind of travel, my dear. All right, so let's see. That was Anna. You're quite welcome, LaShawn. Love and light. Hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room, my dear. COD for Gemma Croft Baker. Gemma, we're going to do Lenormand for you today. Gemma Croft Baker wants a COD. You're a grandma now, Love and Light. Congratulations. Congratulations. Gemma Croft Baker's COD coming right up. Okay, Gemma Croft Baker. Your house card is the Snake. Not necessarily bad. And then you've got the Child. That's interesting. What do we have going on there? That's a really interesting combination. I'm not sure I know what this is. Okay, Ms. Gemma Croft Baker, I think there's somebody around you who is sort of almost like reverting to a childlike state. So the snake talks about things done in a roundabout way. And the child very literally talks about a child many times, or sometimes it talks about childishness, which is not like a positive thing, or it can talk about childlikeness. And so there's a roundabout way that somebody is being childlike. I think that there is maybe even childish sometimes. But like I said, I think there's somebody around you who is, possibly getting older and sort of reverting more to a childlike state where they depend more on other people to care for them than what they have before. They're no longer as independent as they used to be. That's what it feels like to me for you, my dear. Love and light would like a COD. Doesn't mean that that's you. Could be you, but it feels more to me like there's somebody around you that you're interacting with like that, Gemma. Love and light wants a COD, COD, COD. Love and light. Okay, honey bunny, you got the Hierophant in reverse. This just means you're doing something that is basically traditional, but you're doing it in a non-traditional way, sometime within the past 24 hours or within the next 24 hours. So traditional things are like a wedding is very traditional, or if you have something that you just do every year, like annually, that could be a traditional thing. Poker runs can be traditional on motorcycles. But something that is traditional is a tradition that you're doing in a non-traditional way. Alrighty, so Tina Miller would like to have a COD as well. Tina Miller. Okay, card of the day for you, Ms. Tina. You got the King of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're feeling kind of broke. Now, a lot of times this comes up financially when you don't have two pennies to rub together in your pocket, or maybe something similar to that. But this also can come up like emotionally too. If you're feeling like something that's happened has emotionally broke you down. And I'm really feeling like for you, Miss Tina, maybe this is coming in both ways, but the stronger way would be more about emotional than about anything financial. Okay. So that was my alarm that we just heard a second ago. So I'm done with questions or cards of the day. I'm just going to scroll through and see what kind of feedback I've got so far. And I really appreciate all of you hanging out with me. If any of you would like to schedule a reading or a Reiki session, just check out my website, www.amista.info. Once you're there, you can find out all the information about the services that I offer and my contact information to get a hold of me. I would recommend text or Skype to get the quickest response. LRKK, by the way, yes. Thank you, Tammy. I'm glad to hear that, Romy. Good, good. You're quite welcome, Kelsey. La da da. Crate 87. Hey, hey, hey. Glad to see you here, my dear. Sorry, I'm already done with CODs. Lorraine Southwick, peace out, honey. He blew up on you over a few cookies. It's crazy what people can be triggered on. Oh, your grandma's okay from the heart surgery? That's really good, love and light. Glad to hear that. Travel is certainly on your mind. Very cool, Anna. Right, Gemma? I hear you, and I hope it's not you. I really wasn't picking up that it was you. I think it's somebody, it's probably somebody, a close friend. If you haven't noticed it within the past 24 hours, I think you're going to notice within the next or hear about it. Angela Lukes, glad to see you, honey. Very cool, love and light. I'll be happy for you to check that out. You're quite welcome, Tina Miller. You're quite welcome, Reiki. Quite welcome, LRKK. Okay, guys. It's time for me to get out of here and get into whatever other trouble I can find. Those of you who want readings or Reiki sessions, make sure you get a hold of me so we can get that scheduled. Everybody else, I'll see you back here the next time, probably tomorrow. Peace out.